Aries, hello, hello, my loves. Welcome to Vivid Vibration. My name is Christina. I hope that y'all are doing well. Y'all, I've been doing candles because I just feel like the lighting in here is either like intrusively uh, or not enough. And I'm like, can't we just find a happy medium? Aries, y'all have the warrior and Kairos, the medallion, the one, and the offering. I mean, the warrior is the idea of like a triggered energy, but I don't feel like this is a present energy for you. I feel like that's like, because I feel like you're more in this energy of like reflection. And in your energy of reflection, I think what you're realizing is a lot of the ways in which you had been triggered and like what the root of that trigger was, right? Because typically what triggers us is like the straw that broke the camel's back, right? It's like, I'm already so over all this shit, and like whatever all that shit is for you, because that could be, like, I've been fighting my fucking family for years, like trying to have a voice. Like, if you think some whatever thinking they're going to take my voice is going to do anything more than just set me off, like you're sorely mistaken. And yet, is that what I was really upset about? No, what I'm really upset about is everything that I'm dealing with and feeling out of control of it, like that sense of like reflection, and triggers and how they occur, and like the energy behind it and the root cause of it, and you know what I mean, like that type of reflection. And I feel like we've been, I say we, I mean, I have Aries like in my chart in terms of career, but other than that, I don't think I have any other Aries. But my Aries, I think that you guys have been really just like reflecting on what all it was that was triggering you, like what's the root of the issue really? Because you can come up with 1,000,010 reasons as to why this and why that and why this, and it's not to say that those aren't somehow accurate. I just feel like they're very surface level accurate. And you're trying to figure out what like root level accuracy is so you can pull it up by the roots, because it feels like a weed that just keeps popping up, you know? And I think in this point of reflection, I don't know, I just feel like you know what you really want. The medallion is the like the gold prize, right? Like the gold medal. Like, I got it. I got it. I won. And the one is the idea of, like the one person, like that one connection, that one whatever. If it's not a person, like if it's like the one job or the one, like I've been fighting for this one cause, and it's like the one cause that you've been fighting for is like you're finally understanding like what was blocking your cause. However, it resonates for my Aries, because obviously it'll be different for everyone. But I feel like this state of reflection is brought on by like an offer that's made to you. You can be on either side of the story, take what resonates, how it resonates, and leave the rest. Like this story could play out that somebody makes you an offer, and you have to stop and you have to really reflect on this, because is it what I really want? And if it is what I really want, why do I want it? And what are all of the triggered reactions that I've had to these types of circumstances before? Because nothing is without reason. And sometimes we just need to go through the process to understand the process so that we don't continue in that cycle. Cycle breaking isn't just like a karate chop up and done, you know? It would be dope if it was, but that's just like not how it works. Aries. Okay. Or maybe you had already accepted an offer and that offer put you in a position to sincerely reflect. You know, it can play out in so many different ways, but I do feel like it is a relationship for a lot of my Aries because there's just this idea. I mean, the Page of Wands is like a text message, a DM. You know, it's usually just like a hey, let's go this way. Let's do this thing. It doesn't feel like it's one of those rushed decisions because I don't feel like anything about this process has been rushed. You know what I mean? I feel like it's just been a process that has been taken a step at a time. And I think allotted enough time to allow for sincere reflection. And I feel like that's what you needed, right? You needed to still the waters, and the rest will fall into place. Find your quiet. I feel like you found your quiet. Good job. You found your quiet. And I think it's opening your eyes. And that's wonderful. Aries, let's see what else we can get for y'all. The Emperor, love that. That's an Aries card. The Sun and the Six of Swords. And the Fairy Stallion. Fun. Like 3 majors here, and they're all good. But it is definitely a decision to move in a direction that I think allows for abundance. Right? We can all want abundance, but we don't always allow for it. Why? 9 times out of 10 subconscious behaviors. You know what I mean? But like fear of loss, fear of judgment, fear of criticism. You pick your poison. What are we all afraid of? We're all afraid of something. And it's not always just like spiders and villains. You know what I mean? Like that, like our fears are are nameable. And I feel like you've made a decision to like name your fears and move past them. You know, the Queen of Wands is like that call to action, like round up the troops, we're heading out. You know, like it's time. And I feel like it's time, and I feel like you feel comfortable in that timing because it doesn't feel rushed. And then, you know, like an Aries, as soon as they don't feel rushed, they're going to rush into whatever they do. Because that's how Aries rolls. Aries, okay. Let's see what else we can get for y'all. Damn, we got a stack. You know, I do think that this point of reflection for you has very sincerely, like, oh, the Emperor again, love that. Sorry, we got to go through the stack. There's a lot here. I do think that what you're seeing, like in this point of reflection, because I think that you've had to really work on yourself. You know, that's the whole point of like stopping it long enough to take the time to figure out like, who am I? What do I want? Why do I want it? What am I good at? Why do I enjoy doing it? How do I define me outside of everyone else? And feeling really isolated in that, feeling like, it left you under attack. It left you feeling like you weren't enough. It left you feeling like it's not me, it's you. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like the whirlwind of confusion that was causing you to react from a triggered state. And that's ending because you took that time to reflect. And again, true to Aries fashion, once you've been forced to take the time, because I do feel like this is a little bit of a forced energy. Like the Hanged Man in Kairos does not feel like you were like, I'm going to sit down and really think about things today. Not to say that you wouldn't, but even if you attempt to intentionally do that, sometimes you get distracted and you don't actually follow through with it. So, you know, it's not even to say that you haven't intended it. It's just to say that maybe it hasn't always been a successfully laid plan. But you had to for some reason. And when you did, you really took a lot of things into consideration. And no sooner do you take these things into consideration than like these blockages feel like they're removed. And you're like, okay, well, I'm off now. I'm doing the damn things. Okay, thanks, bye. Like you have the Two of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups. Because I think that those blockages are removed because I think that you know what you're doing and why you're doing it, and you don't have to fake it. And I think that you've been in a lot of situations where you're like, well, I'll just fake it till I make it. But you get so tired of having to fake it all of the time that you're just like, fuck it. Like, I can't fake this anymore. I have to figure out what the problem is. And then stopping and like really sitting with it and figuring out what the problem is. And it's like, no sooner do you figure out what the problem is than like everything starts moving for you. Like, you get a message. I don't know if you've gotten this message or if you're getting this message or if you're giving this message or you've already given it. I don't know how this will play out for y'all individually or where you're at in the energy. But I'm so glad and I'm so proud of you for like taking the time to really reflect and figure out like where that blockage was. Because yay. No more feeling like you have to drive 5 miles an hour down a dirt road, right? Crossing over away from because the triggered reaction, I just think of the muddied water. And then I think of, like unearthed creatures and, just like dealing in a darkened haze of confusion. Stepping away from that is a more enlightened version of yourself. And I fucking love that. It's amazing and wonderful, and I am here for it. Aries, thank you so much for sharing your energy with me today. Thank you for being here with me. If this video does resonate, please do give me a like, share, and subscribe, and I will see y'all again soon. Bye.